If you want to legally drive while in a foreign country, you might need to get an international driving permit or an IDP. So, as an American with a U.S. driver's license, how can you get one?
Hi, I'm Jen.
And I'm Steve-O.
From Toucan Travel.
And so can you.
We've been living and working outside the US since 2011 and have been traveling the world full-time as digital nomads since 2018. We've driven cars and motorbikes all over the world, and in this video, we're going to explain to you how you can get an international driving permit if you have a US driver's license.
We'll also tell you how to get an IDP if you're already abroad. For example, if your IDP expires while you're already overseas, since that literally just happened to us. First things first, what exactly is an IDP and why do you need one? To put it simply, an international driver's permit is a physical document that has a multi-language translation of your national driver's license that allows you to drive in foreign countries. Legally. More officially, it is a recognizable form of identification that can help you communicate with foreign authorities. The IDP provides an official translation of your U.S. driver's license into 9 foreign languages and is acknowledged as valid identification in more than 150 countries around the world. IDPs are not a replacement for your U.S. driver's license, but should be used as a supplement to it. So when you're driving, you need to carry both your IDP and your U.S. driver's license.
Not every country requires you to have an international driving permit. In some countries, your U.S. driver's license is enough for you to rent a car and drive legally. But many countries do require drivers to carry both their valid national driver's license and an IDP. And you don't want to make the mistake of not having an IDP if you're required to have one. Not having it could mean that you won't be allowed to rent a vehicle, or if you do drive but you get pulled over, you could face a fine or worse. Make sure you check official government sources to find out if an IDP is required to drive there.
And don't just do a Google search or consult AI. From our experience, the AI blurb that Google spits out at the top of the page aren't always up to date or accurate. ChatGPT told me I did need it is not going to be a valid excuse when you're standing at the car rental counter in Spain, unable to legally start your road trip.
Here are 4 important things to know about IDPs for U.S. drivers. Number 1, you must be at least 18 years old and hold a valid U.S. driver's license to get an IDP in the U.S.
Number 2, in the U.S., there are only 2 places that can legally issue official, legit IDPs. AAA, the American Automobile Association, and AATA, the American Automobile Touring Alliance.
Number 3, your U.S. driver's license must have a minimum of 6 months of validity remaining past your travel departure date.
Number 4, your IDP is only valid for 1 year. IDPs are not renewable, so you have to apply for a new one every time yours expires. IDPs are also not duplicatable, meaning that if you lose yours, you'll also have to apply for a new one. Over the years, we've always gotten our IDPs at a AAA office while we were in the US visiting family and friends. And don't worry, you do not need to be a AAA member to get an IDP. If you need to get your IDP in 7 days or less, then your best bet is to go into a AAA office where they can issue it to you in the same day.
But not every AAA office issues IDPs, so make sure that you call ahead just in case they don't, so you're not wasting your time. We're speaking from experience here.
Before you go into the office, make sure you have all of the required documents and the right-sized passport photo. All the info about what you need to bring in is on the AAA website. You can also fill out the documents and get your passport photo taken at the AAA office for a fee.
If you're not under a time crunch, then you can apply for your IDP online through both AAA and AATA and have it shipped to you.
This is a new thing that AAA just started doing last week while we were making this video, so talk about great timing.
Both AAA and AATA have clear instructions for how to apply for your IDP online. They both charge $20 for the IDP. AAA charges a $10 passport photo fee, and AATA charges a $7 photo image processing fee. On top of that, you have to pay a shipping and handling fee to have your IDP sent to you.
When ordering your new IDP, you have the option to choose your departure date. Your departure date is the day your IDP becomes active, so if your trip is a few months away, you can have your IDP start the day of your trip. And in even cooler news, if you're already overseas, then AAA and AATA can ship your IDP internationally. That's what we just did, and we'll tell you how it went.
We got our previous IDPs when we were visiting the US in 2024, and we had gone into the AAA office to get them. The problem is that, like we said earlier, IDPs are only valid for 1 year, and both of ours just expired about a week ago. Since we're still abroad and we have no intentions of going back to the US anytime soon, but we do have trips coming up where we will be driving, we needed to figure out what to do. I spent a lot of time Googling, reading Reddit threads, and then I started getting targeted ads about IDPs. It turns out that there are a lot of companies that claim that they can issue you IDPs internationally, but after reading through Trustpilot reviews, I saw that a lot of people have been screwed over by those companies because they aren't legit. Maybe those online IDP companies work for people from other countries, but again, if you're a US driver, then the only two places that can legally issue IDPs are AAA and AATA.
AAA accepts IDP applications around the clock, but AATA only accepts applications from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Time, Friday through Tuesday. Something you should be aware of when applying. That might mean waking up early or staying up late, depending on where you are in the world when you apply. So once we realized that AAA and AATA are the only legit companies out there, and when we were looking into all this, AATA was the only one shipping internationally, we went with them.
But again, now AAA also ships internationally, so you have both options.
Both.
Unfortunately, my US driver's license is set to expire in the next 6 months, so I'm not even eligible to get a new IDP, but thankfully Steve-O renewed his license last time we were home, so I just get to be passenger princess for now until I can get a new one.
You are a princess always.
Aw, thank you.
The AATA website is pretty janky looking, but they do provide clear instructions on what you need to do to get an IDP. They tell you need to get a digital passport photo and scans of your US driver's license, front and back. After going out into the mad world to get all these things taken care of, I uploaded everything to the website. I filled in the simple forms with our shipping address and my local phone number, paid the $20 for the IDP itself, $7 for the photo processing fee, and $60 for the international shipping, bringing the total to 87 buckaroos. Knowing that AATA charges $60 for international shipping, I wanted to find out what AAA would charge for comparison. I filled out the forms on AAA's website and asked for the IDP to be shipped from California to Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. To get it FedExed within 6 to 10 business days, AAA quoted me $137.88 and $159.96 for express shipping. Of course, shipping costs will differ depending on your location, but great googly moogly, I am sure glad we went with AATA. The next morning, I got an email from FedEx telling me that my IDP was on its way. And to our shock and amazement, the package traveled 7,500 miles from Oregon to our front door here in Vietnam in just 6 days.
Yeah, we couldn't believe it. But that said, AATA does make it clear that it could take anywhere from 7 to 35 days to receive your IDP, especially if you're in Italy, the Philippines, or the Middle East. So just keep that in mind.
We were worried that it was going to be impossible to get an IDP while we were already abroad, so going through AATA and how easy it was a huge relief.
We hope this video is helpful for you if you're currently in the US or you're already abroad and need to get your international driving permit.
And if you found this video useful, please subscribe and make sure to hit the notification bell. It really helps our channel grow. We make videos helping Americans travel internationally better and more affordably. If you want to learn about one of our favorite money-saving travel hacks, check out this video. We'll see you there.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.